I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. The history of the image of Our Lady of Chiquinquira dates back 4 centuries when Don Antonio de Santana, the trustee of the towns of Suta and Chiquinquirá in Colombia, asked the Spanish Alonso de Narvaez to paint an image of Our Lady of the Rosary so he could place it in a small chapel. The painting was made on a cotton cloth of indigenous origin, average 44 inches tall and by 49 wide. Alonso de Narvaez used tempera colors to paint Our Lady of the Rosary with the child Jesus. At her sides, he painted Saint Anthony of Padua because he was the patron saint of Don Antonio Santana. And on the other side, he painted Saint Andrew because that was the patron saint of the superior of the Dominican order of the time. The painting was located in the chapel that Don Antonio had in Suta. It was there for more than a decade, but the chapel had a thatched roof which caused the humidity to deteriorate the painting to a blur. When Santana died, his widow moved to the place of Chiquinquira between 1577 and 1578. She took with her the image, but it was in such a poor condition that she abandoned it in a room that was once used as an oratory. At the beginning of the year 1586, a pious woman who came from Sevilla, Spain, called Maria Ramos, settled in the place of Chiquinquira. The lady noticed that the old oratory and she noticed the painting, so she hung it in the best place of the chapel uh, as Our Lady of the Rosary. On December 26, 1586, Maria was leaving the chapel when an indigenous woman named Isabel and her little son passed in front of her. At that time, Isabel shouted to Maria, "Look, look, ma'am!" She directed her gaze towards the painting. The image appeared surrounded by bright lights. Without explanation, the colors and their original brightness reappeared, with the scratches and holes in the fabric disappeared. With this surprising episode, the devotion to Our Lady of Chiquinquira began. Our Lady of Chiquinquira, or known as La Chinita, does not have only one holiday. She celebrates the entire month of November with the famous Chinita Fair, where there are songs, dancings, baseball games, bullfights. It's a month of great joy. On November 18, the day of her specific celebration, people put on new clothes and make special meals. And once they tie the party with Christmas time. In Venezuela, on November 18, 1942, she was canonically crowned following the instructions of Pope Pius XII. Friends, the hierarchy of the Church is aware that Our Lady of Chiquinquira, La Chinita, is the Mother of God, and with God we always win.